Hi everyone, I'm Miss Pridgeon and I'm going to be going over number 7 on page 598 for lesson 4.1. Alright, so some of the trust animals are tortoises, some are not. Some of the animals are of known gender, some are not. Let the set of tortoises be T and the set of animals of known gender be K. The numbers of animals falling into these categories are shown. Alright, so tortoises is T and known genders is K. So how many animals are there at this location? So to find this, I'm going to add all of these numbers from the Venn diagram. So 4 plus 20 plus 37 plus 30, and I get 91. All right, so how many of these are tortoises? So I'm going to look in this circle. So any number that is inside of here. So I have 4 and 24, or 4 and 20, I'm sorry, which gives me 24. How many of the animals are of a known gender? So now I'm looking at everything in this circle in the Venn diagram. So I'm going to do 20 plus 37, which equals 57. And then how many of the animals of known gender are tortoises? So that is going to be this area in here, so in the intersection. And I get 20. All right, so for E says, find each of the following probabilities to the nearest thousandth. Use probability notation to write your answer. So suppose an animal of known gender is selected at random. What is the probability that this animal is a tortoise? So they want me to write this in probability notation. So I will write P and then T, K. So the probability of T given K, and I'm going to find this by looking back at the Venn diagram. So for T is the number of tortoises, which would be 20, and then known gender altogether. So that is both of these that I added to get 57. So my answer is 20 over 57. And then I'm going to divide that, and I get a decimal of 0.351. All right, so now they want me to calculate the probability of K given T. So first I'm going to write this. And then up here, so given T, so these two are T, so that's going to be 24, and then K is 20. So 20 over 24, and again I'm going to get that equal to a decimal, and I get 0.833. All right, so do the probability of T given K and the probability of K given T represent the same region on the Venn diagram? Are the probabilities equal, and explain? So they do represent the same region on the Venn diagram. We see that because they're circled together here, and then the probabilities are not equal because if I look back up here, these two are not the same. And I can figure that out by looking at my denominator here. They are both different. Okay, so they represent the same region, and the probabilities are not equal. And then I'm going to draw an arrow up to here so that I know that I'm looking at my decimals and my different denominators. So suppose a tortoise is selected at random. What is the probability that the gender is not known? So I would write this, and probability notation would be P, the complement of K, given T. So I can look in my Venn diagram, and my complement of K would be 4, and then of T is 24. So now I'm going to write this equals 4 over 24, and I simplify that to get a decimal, and I get about 0.167. All right, so that is solving problem 7, and next you're going to do the check your understanding on page 599.